Hi, Rigsters Journey here, and we're back with another Hidden Gem series of Forza Horizons 4. In this episode, I'm going to take a 1931 Bentley 8-liter S1 class and try to win a rally race. So let's start off with the build tune that I did for this episode. So I'm going to start with aspiration. What I did is I put twin turbos on it, and I also put a unique engine in this particular vehicle and converted it from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive because meta build. I put in a 5.2 liter V10, which originally it started with, I believe it was like an inline 6 or inline 4. Yeah, the power jump is like 992 horsepower, so, and it weighs less. So it makes 1,212 horsepower, 831 foot-pounds of torque with a weight of 3,803 pounds. 54% of that's in the front. And of course, the displacement's 5.7 liters. It's ridiculous. And of course, on the front here, I put a downforce bumper. It looks kind of weird with the wing, but hey, you know what? If I'm going to win, I'm going to be putting some interesting stuff here. So on the back, I put on the wing. The Forza wing kind of looks funny in classic cars. And of course, to reduce the weight by a few pounds, I removed the rear bumper. I think it looks better without the rear bumper as well. And for the rubber, I put in rally tire compound. The stock compound is 0.71 G potential grip. This goes to almost 1 G with the rally tire. With race tires, it goes to 1.0. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going off-roading. I need the most grip off-road. It starts off with 175, but I put the maximum, of course, because max all the rubber. 225 millimeters for the front and rear. And for the rims, I did put a custom one. This is the stock one where it shows a solid disc. I put on custom rims for that and made the track width for better corner stability to the maximum. That way it corners better. And of course the usual maximum differential driveline and race transmission and clutch. That way, of course, it can tune and make it shift faster. Brakes, of course, are at maximum. Rally springs looks really hilarious. It really races the car in a weird way. Of course, you got roll bars, front and rear. No roll cage. I think... Yeah, that's too much weight. I think it's not really what I'm looking for. But the max weight reduction I am. Normal weight is like 5,086 pounds. Max weight reduction reduces that by a whopping 1,283 pounds. Yeah, definitely want that. And of course, the engine has all the parts for it, the spark plugs, of course, the mandatory exhaust so you can actually hear it, race valves, race engine block, race twin turbos. Without those, it would make 232 horsepower less. And of course, the radiator, just for more power. I mean, I know it's not always practical putting a maximum radiator because it always raises the weight. I think it raises it by, wow, that's actually a lot of weight that it puts up, but oh well. That's what the race flywheel is for. I can lose about 2 pounds there. So I'm going to load up a race and I'll show you the tune. I'll see you then. Alright, and we're on the race. So I did any S1. For this one, I had to create a custom blueprint. I'll show you the tune after the race because I realized it was playing music in the background, which I can't do for YouTube unless I own that song. So let's see how this does. Holy smokes. It's actually doing not too bad. I did play around with the tune a little bit before this video. See if maybe I can get some better results. Gosh, this is just so comical. All these cars struggling for grip. It's actually turning pretty good. I think adjusting the brake pressure actually was key to have it stop spinning around so much. The wheels aren't locking up constantly like I discovered recently. I mean, yeah, I won't get the stopping distance, but I certainly have much more control. Oh, I hit an HP tank. That's so hilarious. Oh. I'm like hitting all these trees and obstacles, causing so much damage. This poor car in real life would be massively devalued after this race. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work on the paint job. Alright, that was a pretty cool jump. All this water is making it very hard for me to get grip on the sand. And water in this game actually does affect your grip and handling temporarily if you drive through that. I'm just struggling for grip right now, even though I have the rally tires. This car wants to oversteer a lot. It is so oversteer prone. Holy smokes. I mean, it wants to turn, but it turns a little bit more than I anticipated. See you after the race. Alright. And I ended up finishing 6th, so I'll do one or two more races. But first I'll show you the tune I did. So I tried experimenting with higher PSI this time around. So I'm going to try raising the rear PSI to 35. Just as an experiment, try something different. And for the gearing, I might actually lower the top speed potential to like 335 gears, because I think 330 was too high. And for the camber, I'm going to lower that down to -2.0, and the caster do 6.5. Try that out so it doesn't oversteer so much. And for the roll bars, I might lower the rear just a little bit more. And for the suspension, I'll stiffen the rear by half a pound. And for ride height, I think the ride height's fine. It definitely has sufficient ground clearance at 13 inches in the front and 12.8 in the rear. And for dampening, might lower the front just a little bit to make the rebound a little bit softer so it's not so skittish. Do like 2.8 for the front and 4.5 for the rebound and bumps respectively. And for aero, I'll keep it on the quarter side. I don't think I really need to play around with that too much. Braking, I might actually do like 65% for front rear balance. This is actually putting the brakes towards the rear, so I'm just putting it a little more towards the front. And for differential, I think this is sufficient. I don't really think I need to play around with that setting. So I'll apply that tune and I'll go into another race. This is a Castle Cross Country circuit, so it's a 3-lap race. Let's see how we do on this one. So with this tuning idea I did, hopefully it'll be a little bit more stable and less skittish, so it stops flopping like a beach whale around these corners, because it was so uncontrollable. I mean, it was literally like bumping all over the place and I just couldn't get the grip to work. This is definitely working better. I mean, granted, it's not as much beach as the first one. It seems like sand is like my nemesis right now for this tune, because it's still really hard to get the power down. And as you can tell as I'm driving along, yes, it is a student driver. I made sure I brought some anti-Prius technology, because Prius would not want to be behind this car. It makes too much emissions. And that first race I did, I finished 6th. And the reason why I cut and edit that out is because it plays music, so I can't really cut the music out, unfortunately, so I have to like edit that out. That's why you never see me post the race results until after the race. In case if you ever wondered why I cut to where my car is done with the race. Just a little bit of YouTube tip in there. So now we've got Given Kibbles in the lead here. Going to be able to challenge him. Going like, wow, holy smokes. I didn't realize I was going like almost 140 at one point in this video. Jeez. It's insane. With all this damage I'm doing to the poor beach here, knocking down some beach chairs. Oh, look at that. Skill points are like off the charts. 22,000 times 6. doing this lower brake pressure is actually good. I have much more control over the vehicle now. It's not like locking up instantly and I have no grip. I'm going to be definitely playing more of the brake pressure in the future, because having it at 100% seems to be a waste of braking power. Because there's no point in having the brakes at default 100% if it just locks up the wheel. Even with the ABS assist turned on, they just lock up so much with the controller. It's like there's no point. The few feet you gain having a normal pressure is offset by the fact that you can't control your vehicle. Ooh, I really overrevved the engine there. Huh. Same HP tank, this is a different car. I guess they chose the same or similar drive avatars when they do this S1 anything goes race. I'm not going to be able to win the race, it seems, but at least I'm in pole position, or a chance to qualify for pole position for the race series. Oh no! Well, missing the checkpoint. I'm definitely not going to win the race now. Holy smokes! What? Oh no! How am I supposed to? Where am I supposed to go? Oh no! Wow, this is a particular bug. How am I supposed to? I don't have rewind, so I can't rewind my car because I don't drive with rewind. Oh boy. Well, I guess it looks like this race is done because I can't get over the bridge. So I'll see you in a little bit. Well, it's one of the few times the game respawn mechanic put me in a precarious situation where I couldn't actually continue the race. It was quite unfortunate because I could have finished at least second or third for that one. So let's do something just a little bit different before I end this particular episode. Why don't I try speed zone? Let's try an off-road speed zone. I haven't done that before. So I'll see you there. So this particular one, this is an off-road speed zone. So let's see what kind of speed I can get for this very short course. Let's try and experiment around with this just for a little while. I haven't done an off-road speed section in a while, so maybe I'll get like a good result or two. Let's see here, 87.9 average speed. Let's see, 2 stars. Not bad, not bad. Just behind one of the rock walls leaderboard. 51% percentile is not bad for a first drive on this particular short course. The hard part is getting around this bend here. It does like to slide, so it does play in my favor. Oh, yes! Just clipped the post board and got 93.3. Ah, oh, so close. It was like 0.4 away. Let me try that again. I think I can get this to 3-star. Just have to be careful around this bend here. Keep it around 3rd gear. And then upshift to 4th on the straight to get some higher speed. Oh, no, that didn't work. But it was a pretty fast speed though. It was like 89.4, I believe. Let's see here if I go in with like a more aggressive alley approach. Try that, where it just understeer and oversteer aggressively. Let's try that. Come on. No, 93.1. So close. One last attempt. Let's try one more for prosperity. Come on, nope. Ah, I lost grip there. Come on. Nope. Alright, well. Did 2 stars at least at 93.3. That's actually pretty good. I'm I'm happy with that for not really being able to sweet spot the tune for that particular short course. I'll just hoot it and just drive really fast real quick while thinking of what to do next. Well, I think going 140 miles an hour across the countryside is pretty comical though. Holy smokes. Look at this combo. Oh, and I hit a tree. Oh, you know what? Why don't I hit an influence board? Hitting these influence boards gives you skill points to level up your account, so maybe I'll try driving to that for this last part of the episode. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, that's a good one, a 5,000. Yeah, so this particular one, all you have to do is just tap it, and there you go. You get 5,000. That's how instant it is. And I just wanted to show you the side of the car real quick here. On the side here, I got Sonic with some more Prius repellent and a zebra pattern hood. Because why not? It's a custom car. And to make the car go a little bit faster, of course, you always want to paint stripes, especially either on the side or rear of the car. I think that helped too, painting the stripes. And of course, tinting the windows also makes it look cooler. Because why not tint all the cars? Alright, well, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got to see some goofy classic car action here. I also cover War Thunder, World of Tanks, and JLP as a part of my Journey series. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rigsters Journey, signing off.